Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison if you are new here, and today we are going to be cleaning and just doing chores around this apartment and turning my disastrous home right now into a livable, enjoyable space. I've kind of been letting myself get away with having a trashed bedroom, trashed kitchen, living space, just everything absolutely destroyed, and it is now time to tackle this mess and take care of it and have it clean and peaceful. And it's also 4 p.m. so this might be a 2-day project. I don't really know. There's going to be laundry going on. I don't know if it's a bad idea to wash our sheets right now. It probably is. I'm going to do that anyway. So step 1, we're going to wash our sheets so we have fresh sheets time to crawl into for bed. That would be actually really great. And then we're going to start in the bedroom and then work our way through the entire apartment and clean it from top to bottom. And I have a couple fun things in this video, so stay tuned, watch the whole thing. Also, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to me. It really helps me out as a small YouTuber continue to make more videos for you guys. The more of you that subscribe and like this video and engage with it and comment, the more videos I can make for you guys, and it really truly helps me out. So if you could do that, thank you very much, and let's get started with the cleaning. So, funny story, well, it might not be that funny, but this laundry detergent that I'm using is leftover from when I was in college over a year ago. We had been going through a bunch of Tide Pods that Christian had, and now we're finally going through this Tide container that I have, and I'm finally going to be trying a new laundry detergent pretty soon. So stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing a Grove collaborative haul whenever I place my order, and it's going to include whatever my new laundry detergent is. So the first change or update to this apartment, if you've seen this bedroom before, is that this nightstand will be leaving this bedroom and gonna be sold probably on Facebook Marketplace. We offered it to some family members and they didn't have an interest in it, so we're gonna try to sell this. Normally it is on my side of the bed, and you can see now that we have the other matching nightstand to this bedroom set. This bedroom set came from Christian's parents' house. It was his old bedroom set before we got married, and we're gonna be using it as the guest bedroom set in our next home, so we wanted to get the second nightstand in, and we finally got that. But it doesn't fit on this side, as you can see, and we don't want to move the bed off center because then the pictures are off center and then it'll be like awkward on the window. So we're just gonna kind of like keep this corner a little bit weird and put it like this. You cannot see it at all really from the front entrance. It's only when I'm going to bed because this is my side of the bed, and it doesn't bother me that much. So that is gonna stay the way it is. I need to organize that. That's why all of my stuff was piled on Christian's nightstand. So that is the first little update to the apartment right now. Back to the cleaning. When it comes to my workout clothes, I have just always hang dried them. I found that I normally invest in nicer workout pieces and that they stay a lot nicer if I just hang dry them. So some of these pieces I've had literally for 7-8 years and they're in fantastic condition. So let me know down in the comments, is there anything that you like never ever put in the dryer, or are you team just throw it in the dryer? It'll be fine if I have to replace it, whatever. Let me know down below. So Christian is home from work. I took a kind of long break to have some lunch, and now it's time to move the laundry over, and then, what's the word? Dishes, because kitchen's bad. Kitchen is really bad. think that I would be embarrassed by this point of showing you this disgusting kitchen over and over and over, but today I realized something, that my kitchen actually isn't that bad. Like, yes, this is really dirty, but a lot of people that I see on YouTube who show their like dirty kitchen, it doesn't look this bad because their sinks are a lot bigger. And for us, like our sink is tiny, so we can't stack a lot of dishes in it, so dishes end up all over all of our small counter space. So I feel like in relation to the size of our kitchen, we're not doing too bad compared to some of these other videos where it looks like there's just like 4 or 5 things in the sink. Like we cannot fit that much in this sink. So maybe I'm just telling myself that to make myself feel better about having a messy kitchen, but I don't know. Does your kitchen look like it's an absolute disaster by the end of every single day, or do you normally fit everything in the sink and kind of hide the mess?
Yeah.
Also, you might have noticed that I propped up my laptop to sit on our fruit bowl, and I had queued up a bunch of videos on YouTube's, what's it called? My Watch Later playlist. So I was just letting that run while I was doing the dishes, and it made the time go by super fast. I'll normally do this with a podcast or with YouTube videos or a show. I also just recently finished Selling Sunset on Netflix. It was so entertaining. It was like really bad reality TV, but really entertaining. And just when you thought that I was done with doing dishes in the kitchen, I decided that I was going to dry everything today. I normally don't do this, but I find that for the after shot of the video, it's just been really nice to have a completely empty kitchen, because even though all of the dishes stacked up are clean, somehow it's just another layer, another level of cleaning your kitchen by having all of the clean dishes put away. But I will normally only do it if we're done cooking for the day. That way I don't have to like get the kitchen all dirty again. It's more of like if it's going to be clean for a while, I'll put everything away. Now, if you notice that I'm using this spray Windex bottle, it's because this is the only antibacterial spray that I have right now. I've been trying to grab one of the Method Antibac cleaners, but they've been out of stock on Grove recently, so I'm just waiting for that to come back in stock to place my order. But normally I don't use an antibac cleaner on my surfaces every day. It's just maybe like once a week, twice a week that I'll go through and do it. And I decided that today was a great time to do it because I had everything completely off the counters, and it was probably just a good idea to give everything a nice fresh slate for the week. Okay, it might be a little loud in here, the dishwasher is going, but this is so much better already. I'm so glad I tackled this. It was a big job. It took a hot minute, but it is all done. And I think the washer is now done and the dryer is done with the sheets, so we can go back to the bedroom and make our bed for the night so we can have something to sleep in tonight. But before I leave the kitchen, I wanted to give you a sneak peek of what my upcoming decluttering video is. Not sure exactly when it's coming out, but like it definitely is going to be this part of the house next. I'm not quite sure if you can tell, but this pantry, which is like in our kitchen, like right next to the sink, is this big pantry, which is where we keep all of our pantry goods, obviously, but it has turned into a nightmare, and you can't even tell, but like it's just really bad. Things are falling, rolling pins are just stuck in the back. It just needs a lot of TLC, and it honestly just deserves its own video with its own organizational items, and it just is a lot to tackle. So that's going to be a whole separate video coming up. I also might do a fridge clean out if that's more interesting, but this pantry needs some TLC. So I'm editing this video a few days after I filmed this, and actually the day after I filmed this, I went onto Amazon and placed a nice order for a ton of organizational pieces to tackle this pantry and my fridge. So if you're watching this far into the video, you're getting a sneak peek of what my next declutter is, because once the second batch of packages comes in the mail in like the beginning of June, we will definitely be tackling all of that. This is also where I realized that I put on my comforter before putting on the blanket we put underneath our comforter normally. Now, I never did this growing up. I was kind of a weird kid. I always slept on top of my comforter with a blanket on top of me, and Christian was always the type to sleep under the blankets, under his like loose sheet. So let me know down in the comments, what did you do? I remember my college roommate thought it was super weird when I would like just like grab a blanket and sleep on top of my comforter, but I don't know. It was just what I did growing up, but I know that some people probably think that's really weird, but don't worry, I'm a normal sleeper now. I go under my covers like a normal human being. Yes, it is 6:30 and I am just spritzing the bed. Now from Christian's nightstand, I had just put everything in my old nightstand in this basket from Goodwill and I moved it over here. And so now it was finally time to organize it a little bit. I didn't do too much organization. I just shoved things that I didn't really need into the drawers and then left everything that are like my quick grab items like lip balm and whatnot on top of it. And I found a ruler inside of it and some other random stuff, but just kind of tidied it up to make it look nice. Good morning, guys. Happy day 2 of this cleaning project. So we have a couple things left. We are done with the bedroom and we're done with the kitchen. I just need to do the living space and the office, and then I have a list on my phone of a couple things that are like special to-dos. Like I alluded to this in the beginning of the video, that there's a couple extra fun things in this video. That's what's on this list. I'll read them out really fast, a little teaser for the rest of the video. We have a toolbox organization, fix a drawer on the nightstand. We already did that. Sorry, not filmed. I need to move a basket into our bedroom that we recently got. And then I also found these rubber bumpers off of Amazon. I'll show you them when we get to that on the list, but for now we're gonna start with refilling our coffee grounds for the week. What brand of coffee do you guys prefer? Do you get it on Amazon or Walmart or Target? Like, what is your go-to? We really like the Starbucks blends, especially the French vanilla, and this San Francisco Bay coffee. It was a birthday gift to Christian from one of his brothers, and we are obsessed with it. But we are always looking for new coffees to try, so please, please, please share any coffee recommendations. We just got this new cold brew maker, and we want to try it out with different flavors of coffee. If you saw my linen closet makeover video, you saw like the aesthetic, pretty after shot of it looking super, super nice and tidy and neat. And I'm gonna share with you like one of like the big secrets of having a very, very pretty linen closet. And that's to make sure you're folding all of your towels the same way. Make sure all of the folds are done the same direction. They're all facing the same way. If you see on mine, all of like the curved edges are on the same side. I hope I'm making some sense of that, but if you make sure that all of your towels are folded the same way, it'll look really, really nice in the closet. Okay, we are caught up on tidying up the living space now. I've also put some blankets in the laundry and then folded the towels. You saw all of that. And I have this one little corner of the house that's gonna stay a little bit dirty. So this is our front door and this is our little entryway. And you can see we've got some piles over here and some boxes. These need to go to UPS. That needs to go to the trash. Our shoes are over there. Christian's uniform's right there. My husband's in the military, if you haven't seen any of my other military wife videos. And right now he has a bit of a weird schedule where he's going in and out of work like 2 or 3 times a day. So I am kind of not gonna tidy this up because it's gonna get dirty. His boots are are over here and they're normally covered in dirt, so I'm gonna kind of just let this be for right now. And he's also gonna be taking the trash out with him and then these with him too. So I'm gonna let this be, so if you notice this, don't worry, I'm not just neglecting it. There's a reason why it's still dirty. Now the next thing on my to-do list is a bit of a project. If you saw my last declutter that went up, it was this coat closet, storage closet that's in our apartment. I'll link it here if you wanna check it out. But when we got the other stuff from Christian's parents' house, including the nightstand and a couple other things, we also got this big toolbox. If you saw the video with the declutter, you saw that we had 3 or 4 separate organizing things for all of our tools, and now we can put it all in this one toolbox and it'll all have one place to live. So I'm gonna migrate everything into the toolbox now and then put that back up into the storage closet. I was so excited to have this toolbox passed down to us, even though it was a little bit dirty. It was definitely worth cleaning up and getting all of the, I think 3 to 4 different cases of random tools that we had into one place, into one bin. It is so nice now to have them all organized, and we even needed to grab a screwdriver today. And it's the little things, people. It was so pleasant to just open this up and know exactly where the screwdrivers were. So this is a great way to organize all of our tools when we don't have a garage and don't have outdoor storage that's like an abundance of size. So definitely recommend a nice size toolbox if you have so many little mismatched things to store. So this took a whole lot longer to do than I expected, and it made a very large mess, but with some handy dandy lemon essential oil and an X-Acto knife, I was able to finally peel all of that off, clean it up a bit, and now we're gonna put it back up into the cabinet. At the last minute, I also decided that it was probably best to take these coats off of the door and put them actually inside of the closet. I was a little bit worried about the closet having too much on the racks and it weighing it down and falling, but there's like no weight really on top of it. Most of the things that are on top of that shelf are super lightweight, and I think like a lot more light gets into the closet by now, and it just looks a lot better with all of the coats out of the way. As usual, the hair gets more and more messy as the video goes on, especially on day 2 of a cleaning project, but I made an iced coffee and I'm ready to finish the last room before we vacuum everything. Now this second basket had been filled with all of the leftover wrapping bits from Christian's birthday presents, including the cold brew maker and just a couple other random things, so it was finally time to put this away, and I definitely saved all of the wrapping bits, and then I ended up relocating this basket to our bedroom. this room is now clean and it's time to do the very last thing that I have on my cleaning to-do list, and that is kind of really extra, but I saw this in somebody else's video and they bought a pack of these little guys, and they're these little itty bitty rubber bumpers that, like, if you have cabinets that soft close, it's the little bumper that the cabinet door hits before it hits the wall so it doesn't slam, but they're also super sticky and grippy, and I saw someone use this for bathroom organization and I thought it'd be perfect for the desk organization. So here you can see that when I open the desk drawers, these acrylic dividers or glass little organizers always shift around and move around, and I'm always having to just like tuck them back in place so it's like organized. But I found these little Amazon things that are basically little stickers, and you just put them on the bottom of whatever you want to put them on, and it worked amazingly well to keep the things in place. It basically just gives them little rubber feet and it gives them a little more friction and a little more grip, and they don't move around when I'm opening and closing these drawers again. They were also super inexpensive, and I will have them linked in the description bar for you to go check out for yourself. So that took just a couple seconds to stick these on there. It took me longer because I was filming it, obviously, but I love them. They work really, really well. And I can already think of like a dozen other places in this apartment that I want to use these for, in our bathroom organization, in our kitchen, like our silverware drawer so that tray doesn't roll around. But I'm not going to do any more today. I'm going to use some restraint and then save this stuff for another video when I think of another place to put these guys. But really, really great little find, and makes my life a lot more enjoyable because those drawers are just so slippery that like stuff slides all the time. My makeup vanity and these little guys might need to be the next thing I organize and put the sticky things on. This guy especially, this little lipstick organizer, is always rolling around. Now that my cleaning checklist is taken care of, it's time to vacuum and be done with all of this cleaning, so I'm gonna run through the entire place with my Dyson. I'm obsessed with this vacuum. I think I've talked about it in every single video that I do about cleaning or in my home in general. And that is going to wrap up everything that I'm doing in this cleaning video. Thank you so much if you've watched this far into the video. Let me know down in the comments if you watched to the very, very end, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye!